What's up, people? Look, walk with me, Navarre Carlton. Yeah, that little theme music playing. Vibe out real quick. Greetings. Yours truly. Dope, dope, man. I just want to be a dope man. Dope, man, dope. I just want to be a dope man. What's up? What's up? I used to want to be the dope man. Now I just want to be a dope man. That's real talk. I can relate to every single word in that song, and that's what it's about. To me, what music is about is being able to relate to every single word somebody says in a song. I'm talking about you can strip away the motherfucking beat and just listen to the words. You can relate to every single word if you lived it. Now I can relate to who can't relate to partying. Everybody can relate to having a good time. That's why everybody likes hip hop. I'm talking about the relative for rhymes, rhyme and reason. You know what I'm saying? Every word has to have validity and truth in it. Otherwise, it's just empty words and thoughts. So that's the type of shit I gravitate towards, man. I used to want to be the dope man. Now I just want to be a dope man. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to everything that he says as it pertains to that. I'm gonna talk about these games though, man. What's up with the NBA playoff bubble? Everybody into that, I'm sure. Man, if y'all been looking like I've been looking, I've been seeing a lot of crazy things, a lot of good things, extraordinary things. Man, that boy Dame Dollar is going ham, man. MVP bubble, but shit, I believe they done ran out of gas, man. I'm gonna start with that first. I'm gonna start with the Lakers Portland Trailblazers matchup first, and my take on it. Um, First of all, I think Portland, man, great team, great team. You know, they basically had to play 8, 9 games just to get to where they at now. So every game was a playoff in the bubble. They showed and proved. Dame Dollar went bonkers, nuclear. You know what I'm saying? C.J. McCollum, respect to him for playing with a damn broke back, still putting up numbers. They came out ready for that game one, and they put everything on the line. And was actually able to come out with a win over LeBron and AD with his Lay's potato chip flavor making ass. Yeah, doing motor oil commercials and shit. But he bounced back anyway. AD and LeBron, they caught that L. I think that was the refocus for them. So they'll be all right. One thing I noticed in that series though was man, LeBron, this might be his least uh, you know, best team that he's had to take in the playoffs ever since his rookie season. So for him to accomplish something like winning the championship this year with this squad, man, shit. You got to put him up there. I'm putting him up there 1A, 1B with Jordan. He already 1B to me. He's 1B. I got some facts to prove this. I'm gonna bring it up in a later video down the line. But during this prime, he was 1A and 1B. When both of them, Michael Jordan and um, LeBron James, was both at their prime, at their apex, they was like this. Actually, a couple categories LeBron led, but you know, the clutch gene is something that separates Michael from everybody. But other than that clutch gene, LeBron hasn't beat. Clutch gene led to the clutch rings. So that aside, LeBron hasn't beaten every category physically, mentally when it comes to basketball and everybody, everything else. But that being said, I'm kind of getting off subject. But Lakers in five. Lakers in five. I don't think as good as Damon and played and Portland played. Um, I just don't think they got enough of anything to handle, to handle the Lakers. They run is over. I think they gassed. I think every game from here on out gonna be competitive. They're gonna be very competitive. However, they're gonna fall short. Now, interesting series I'm gonna go to Lakers. I'm sorry, Clippers, Mavs series. Boy, that show is interesting because right now, of course, you got the Clippers favored, but right now they facing the number one offensive team historically in history. Dallas had the best offensive rating in NBA history, so they ain't playing a bunch of fucking, what I'm saying, a bunch of Willies and Joes. They playing motherfuckers who really know what they about offensively. And Luka Doncic, what can I say about him? He a young stud. He out there running the show. He giving the Clippers all types of problems, but ultimately, I do believe the Clippers will prevail in six. Um, just due to the fact they got a little more experience, actually a lot more experience. Paul George hasn't even had a good game yet, and they still up 2-1. So I expect him to bounce back. And the all-around defense probably is going to be the deciding factor in that series. Although I think Dallas is a very formidable component, and you know, this pendulum may swing in a direction if something like an injury was to happen to any of the Clippers, something like that. Then maybe we can talk about them in the series, but winning the series. But it's competitive. I got Clippers in six in that. That's respectful though. Dallas though, like I said, barring any injury, anything can happen. Um, Clippers in six. Now I'm gonna go to the Houston Rockets against OKC. Man, Chris Paul against his old team. Boy, he feeling the effects, ain't he? They won tonight, so Houston is up 2-1. But their style of play drives me fucking crazy. It's so hard to watch them play because that's not NBA basketball to me. That's some college fucking pickup ball shit. Niggas shoot a ton of threes and just go to the basket. They don't have anything in between no set plays. It's real hard to watch, but it's real hard to prepare for and to beat as OKC seemed. Now they was able to bounce back today, uh, pull out a win. So now Houston is up 2-1. With that being said, I'm gonna pick Houston in six. I just think they got too much firepower offensively. James Harden just, you know, you all know what I ain't gonna say nothing about him. Ain't nobody on OKC can stop him from going to the line and shooting 23s a game. So, and they don't even have Russell Westbrook right now. So once he gets back, it's really gonna be a wrap. I think OKC had a great year. You know, Billy Donovan I think should have won Coach of the Year, but he didn't. To Nick Nurse, respectfully. Um, so OKC had a hell of a ride, man. You know what I'm saying? For them to lose to Houston would not be a failure. So yeah. That being said, Houston in six. You know, I ain't even gonna talk about the wipeouts. That 2-7 matchup, Toronto and Brooklyn. I ain't even gonna talk about that. I'll just say this: Toronto on a sweep. Um, Orlando is not winning any more games against Milwaukee because the Greek Freak out there just laying down the law on everybody. I was surprised when they lost that first game, but they bounced back in a major way. They put them to bed today, so they're gonna win the rest of their games. 4-1 Milwaukee over Orlando. All right, now I'm gonna go to the most interesting one, or one of the more interesting ones, Philly and the Celtics. It would have been interesting if Ben Simmons wouldn't have got hurt, but now barbecue chicken and ground chuck down low, man. Philly is steaks right now, cooked up. Boston gonna put that thing to him only because Ben Simmons. Had Ben Simmons not got hurt, I actually picked Philly in seven. Um, that's how much of an impact he has on me. His defense, his offense, his playmaking ability is undeniable for that team. You know what I'm saying? And They was looking a little shaky early on in the bubble, but I felt like before the Ben Simmons injury, they had an actual shot. Um, but now, to no avail. Sweep City, Boston in four. Um, then that takes me to Miami and the Pacers. Look, the Pacers is a good team. They just somehow they can't get it together against Miami. Miami has too much firepower. They have everything you need in the team right now: 3-point shooting, defense, mid rangers, and some niggas that can jump out of the gym at any given time. So I think they too much to handle. Like I said, Indiana might get one game. They might get one game. Two if they lucky. I don't see that going no more than be say it to go six is a stretch. Right now, I think they down 3-0. I didn't see the results of that game today. I don't know if they won or lost. Either way, they going home in 5-6. So they have no shot against Miami. They too hungry and too young. So yeah, yeah, that's my take on the bubble so far. Things gonna get real interesting. I have who I'm gonna pick for the championship. I'm not gonna say yet, but I got my two teams I'm already picking from each conference. That's gonna make it all the way to the hilltop, the mountaintop, if you will. Take home that hardware. You know what I'm saying? I'll get into those two teams later. It ain't hard to think about if you've been watching this shit. You probably got the same two teams I'm gonna pick for the finals as well. But we gonna get into that a little later, a little later time slot. I just wanted to come at y'all, give y'all my take on what's happening in the bubble so far. And a lot of these quarantiners and everything, a lot of these teams are not fully loaded. A lot of them, do to whatever, and those teams are the ones that's going to unfortunately get left out. It's going to be the healthiest team, the most complete team, and the team that can shoot the higher percentage of long range jumpers all mixed. That those are the teams who's going to prevail. Um, you know, those injured teams and players that's out due to the COVID-19 and all that stuff, that they're gonna have a hard time reaching the mountaintops. So yeah, I'm gonna come at y'all and speak with you all again and give my take on some things. I would like to, like-minded people to get with me, man, so I can make this thing you know, a dialogue type of deal. But as of now, I'm just giving my take on it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Navar Carlton. I ain't gonna, go further with it. Just remember, I used to want to be the dope man. Shit, now I just want to be a dope man. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that, but we'll elaborate on that a little later too. Navar Carlton coming in, coming out, signing off. Blessings, my G.